everyone. For this review, we've got the G.I. Joe Classified Cobra Nemesis Immortal. So this is a very deluxe figure. As you see, this comes in a pretty large box. The figure is meant to be more related to the original toy. With a few embellishes. They've modernized it a good bit. He's got extra or a different portrait to kind of go along with it. And they've kind of described this as, you know, possibly a way that you can even army build these, because there's a couple different display options. So on the top, we've got 140 for the number, and got all this Cobra Law weird stuff going on. On the side, we got some nice artwork. On the other side, some more artwork. On the bottom, UPC, although I think you can only get this from Hasbro Pulse. Maybe they'll have them available for online retailers at some point. And then on the back, we get this really cool, I'm going to call it photography, but there's a lot of elements going on. This seems like photography, that seems like photography. All this mountainous stuff in the back is probably photoshopped. It looks really good. It's kind of amazing. They've kind of blended all this stuff in. And then they're showing off the head. He's got this extra accessory. You can take the wings off. And then it's notating he's got spikes on his foot. So that's a big deal for some reason. All right, so that is the outside of the box. And here we have them with the tray and this little, I don't even know what to call this. This crazy green thing with the tentacles is attached to the back. And then there is some Cobra Law looking stuff in the background. And the cardboard is decently thick, so you could definitely use this as a diorama. Nothing else behind it. And then this is pretty much it. Extra set of hands, extra head, 2 weapons. So let's get this guy out of the package and take a look at the figure. Okay, so here he is out of the package, and his wings are kind of folded downward in the package. They are articulated, and you can get the wingspan pretty far out. I'm just going to do a couple clicks here. There is going to be some, oh, these get out of the way. I was going to say these kind of get in the way, but no, they don't. You can raise them up even more. And there is a butterfly joint, so they can go in and out, and you can make these things pretty wide. One thing I do notice out of the package is there's some interesting things going on with the hips. Like they're drop down, so when you go to manipulate them, it kind of has the impression that the legs are loose, but they're not loose. It's just the drop down mechanism is a little weird. Also, the feet, the way they're molded, you can't really get them to move forward or back. And with the wings, you're going to discover he's going to want to, you know, lean backwards. So just be mindful of that. It's probably going to be a good idea to have him on some kind of figure stand. Maybe even get one of those nicer Hasbro stands that are, you know, pretty thick, so you can do some flight poses with him. But one way to get around the center of gravity issues is to bring the arms out. At least that worked a moment ago. It doesn't want to cooperate now. Yeah. It's like as soon as I brought the wings out, it decided it wanted to lean further back, which doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to fold them back up a little bit and okay, he's a little bit more stable now. So you see that he's got this head out of the box. He does have the alternate head, and I think, whoops. I think both look pretty good. I do like the more classic head, but I think this is cool also. So for the rest of the articulation, he does have a ball in the head to the neck, and the neck does seem like it has a ball at the bottom into the chest, but because of how this is sculpted, you're not going to get much movement. These things on his chest do get out of the way. They're a separate piece, so you won't have any problems moving this. He's got a butterfly joint. He's got double elbows. He's got a top ball joint and a bottom ball joint in the abdomen. We talked about the drop down hips. They are on a disc hinge, and they're, I believe there's an upper thigh swivel. Yeah, it's a little tight, so be careful. You might want to heat it up before you start moving it. He's got these holsters for the swords. He's got double knee, and then we talked about the foot. He does have a really nice pivot. But yeah, you can't really move these. Like they put a they put a hinge in here, but okay, you're gonna have to like really push it, but he does have good back motion. And I guess maybe if we push really hard, there's a lip right there. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get around that. So yeah, going back, you can kind of push that material forward and it will stretch and go around the back. Kind of a weird design. So he's got these weapons, and he can basically wield these as swords. And then they will easily go in the sheath also. So you can have that look. He does come with a set of closed fists, and there are little spikes on his knuckle. Thought that was pretty nice. And then the final thing is you can take this entire piece off and give him this weird thing. These pieces, these tentacles are on bendy wire, so you can move them around and do stuff with them. He does have a lot of texture everywhere. Like you can tell there was a lot of thought put into this figure. Definitely meant to be like a, best possible version of Nemesis Immortal. Okay. So let's do some comparisons. Here he is with the reptilian Cobra Commander, and as you can see, he is quite a bit taller than him. And then here he is with Serpentor, and he is taller than Serpentor, so that's good. Not by much, but he is slightly taller than Serpentor. So there you have it. Very cool figure, nice accessories, lots of posability, lots of different ways to interact with him and set up different shots and different dioramas, and just overall awesome figure. And if you wanted to go crazy and make an army of them, you could. Or you can just have one, ultimate Nemesis figure for your collection. So that's the review. Hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe, and tune into more videos coming up. Thank you.